this is Steve from the Dice Cup, and today I'm going to show how to play Abalone, a two-player abstract strategy game that takes about 15 minutes. In Abalone, the aim of the game is to try and push 3 of your opponent's pieces off the board. On your turn you may move 1, 2 or 3 of your pieces in the same row, 1 space. For example, if I was black, I could move this black piece 1 in any direction I wanted to move it. I could move these 2 black pieces, because they're in a row, 1 space, effectively kind of push them, and the board is set out so that pushing is quite easy. You can just move the back one and the rest of them follow. So I can push them along in a line like that, or I could push 2 of them like that in one direction, so I'd move these 2 1 space that way. Finally, I could do exactly the same but with 3 pieces. I could take these 3 pieces and move them 1 that way, and my next turn I could take these 3 and move them that way, and my next turn I could take these 2 and move them that way. And that's how I move my pieces around the board. You're going to take it in turns, pushing your pieces, moving them one by one until you get in contact with your opponent. The rules for moving your opponent's pieces is exactly the same as your normal move, but to push him you need to have 1 more piece than he has in his row. So for example, if the white one was there and the black one was there, neither one of these 2 has more pieces, so neither one of these 2 can push the other one. However, if black was like that, they have 3 in a row here. They could do 2 and push white 1 space, or they could do 3 and push white 1 space. If white had 2 there, the only way black could move these 2 white ones is to move 3 of his, because he needs to outnumber them. So if he moved 3 of them, he'd push both white pieces back 1, and if white didn't move them out of the way, on black's next turn they can do 1 more push and they'd knock one of white's pieces off the board. They have 1 point towards completing or winning the game. If this was the situation then, and white's turn to go, white can't push back, but white could take both of these and move them both out of the way. So it is a bit of a tactical cat and mouse. It isn't just about who has the most in a line pushing them. You do have to rearrange things here, because if white does this, and white can start to move black this way, and so on. If you have 3 in a row and 3 in a row, these 3 and these 3 are effectively locked. The black ones can't go that way and the white ones can't go that way, because you can't move more than 3 pieces, which means you can't outnumber 3 in a row. You play in this way until one person has knocked 3 of their opponent's pieces off the board. That person is then the winner. So that's Abalone, a 2-player strategy game. Takes about 15 minutes, and if that's something you're interested in, come down when we open to the Dice Cup in Nottingham, have a go, and I've been Steve.